the door. I won't ever be back.
I have to deal daily with ADHD, English as second language, refugee children, the effects of COVID, children having missed a lot of school, super diversity, trauma, our autism spectrum disorder, and dyslexia. That's in one classroom, and there's one of me. I don't have the adequate support to be a quality teacher. We have a quality curriculum, and I don't feel like I can deliver it.
Hey teachers and everybody. So today we're diving into something that's making waves across New Zealand. Now, it has been making waves for many years. New Zealand has always been one of the countries like Australia and Canada that has always had some sort of teacher shortage. Okay. From Auckland to Christchurch, schools are struggling to fill classrooms with qualified teachers. But New Zealand has always struggled, quite frankly. So what's really behind it? Let's talk about it.
Some secondary school principals are warning the teacher shortage is set to worsen as they struggle to recruit staff.
It means schools are relying on foreign teachers to fill the gaps, and some have even been forced to cut certain subjects. Grace Thomas reports.
Stephanie Beattie is a biology teacher recruited from Canada and is now teaching at Auckland's Northcote College.
I knew as soon as I was here on placement that I would stay.
Northcote College's principal was struggling to hire teachers that are trained in Aotearoa, but had better luck overseas.
Staffing is really challenging, and the problem has been growing and known for quite some time.
There were 1,300 secondary teaching students in 2010. Despite an uptick in 2021 due to a concerted push, the number has halved since, with just 685 enrolled in April this year.
And I think it's about salary. That's one part of it. The other part is the additional expense of a year's graduate diploma studies.
A recent survey by the Secondary Principals Association found 16% of principals said they had to cancel classes or subjects because they didn't have enough teachers. While the survey confirmed it's difficult to recruit in all subject areas, the results show the most difficult are mathematics, sciences and te reo Māori.
I think that we can do a better job of talking to young people about the benefits of a teaching career. I think it's a real privilege to be able to work with young people.
It's devastating for students if they're not able to take the subjects that they want.
She says more needs to be done to encourage young people into secondary teaching.
We need to continue to look at ways to make it more affordable for people to train to be a secondary school teacher.
You get to help shape the next generation, and you get to invest and pour into these human beings that are growing up and figuring out who they are.
And what they can do to shape the future of New Zealand.
Are teachers still underpaid?
Yes, they are.
Oh, sorry, a senior teacher be paid?
Well, I would like to see us at least matching what happens in Australia, so maybe 120, 130k. I'm getting sick and tired of every consecutive government coming in and being swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Education needs to be apolitical. It needs to be heavily invested in. I think of all the time and the energy and the money that is being wasted on changes when we could be spending that on teachers, because quality teachers is what we need.
Totally, they make a huge difference, the massive difference. Now, why our kids are guinea pigs, you see? I mean, I've got 4 kids that have been through the system, and last ones are through now. They're guinea pigs. There's chop and change. Yes, this is a priority, now it's not.
Yeah.
How are they meant to survive?
Yeah, it's really tough. And the teachers are absolutely stuck in the middle of all of that change, and they are doing their best. You want the very best people in front of your young people. If you think of how many hours a year your young person spends with a teacher, don't you
Far
want
too
the
much.
very
Far
best?
too much.
Hey, PSA, you want to know why teachers are quitting? They're quitting because you treat us like garbage. They're quitting because we have to defend every action we take. We have to defend and document They're quitting because you question our intelligence. You do not give us the resources to do our job. Let's not even talk about pay. That is the last reason teachers are quitting, but it is a factor.
Okay, attention all the teachers wanting to move to New Zealand, or maybe you haven't even thought about moving to New Zealand, or maybe you just want to get out of America. Listen up. Okay, so it just came out that they are going to be doing a huge hiring of teachers for 2028, and they're going to be giving $10,000 New Zealand bonus for teachers that are coming, and you are on a straight to residency route, which you can get residency quicker. You're on the green list. It's amazing. This is the time to go if you are a teacher. So listen up. What is your first step? Your first step is to, you know where to go, all the places, and take my visa assessment, and this will go through and just ask you a bunch of questions, because it's not just that you can get a job, that you can go. New Zealand immigration is not easy. It is job-based, but it also takes into a lot of factors. So fill out that assessment. It'll give you a good sense of whether you will qualify to go, because that's kind of the first step. Like, there's no point in me selling you on New Zealand if you can't actually go there, okay? So then once you get that, it'll point you to whether you are a good candidate, and if you are a good candidate, then I would take my free webinar on all of the steps on how to do that. And so that will get you set up and you are free to go. So this is the time. If you are a teacher and you're thinking about it, you know, you guys are just finishing school and you're just like, what does my next year look like? What does my next 2 years look like? It's amazing. So a couple things that I would say about this that I think will help you understand. When you think about being a teacher in New Zealand, it is not the same as your American experience, okay? Being a teacher in New Zealand, they value your time. There is a strong teachers union, and you cannot just, you know, you don't have to like spend your own money on supplies. You don't have too much exposure with parents. You get time to actually grade that you get paid for. You get actually days off to plan your lesson plans. It's a different experience. So a lot of times I talk with administrators that are like, well, I don't want to go back to teaching because I'm in a leadership role, but I'm just saying teaching is different there, and you may really enjoy it, and it may be your leg in to get into New Zealand.
So here's the question. If we can fix the teacher shortage crisis, what exactly can we do? You know, what kind of future are we building for our kids if we can't fix this? Let me know in the comments. Are you a teacher in New Zealand? Have you left the profession? Or are you just fed up with how teachers are being treated? And I will see you in the next one.